prefer the news, the weather, or the sports? You can have it all anytime you want. With MediaNet, you can have over 150 functions at your fingertips. If you would like to see just how easy and simple MediaNet is to operate, just come by any of our 6 stores for a free demonstration. Just another reason to do business with Southeastern Cellular.
Hey everybody, Barry Miller. Welcome to this week's episode of Big Boys Toys. Yes, we're still at the BJCC, Birmingham, Alabama, World of Wheels 2007. If you missed it, some great cars over here. Any kind of car you want to see is here. A lot of celebrities over here having a great time. Sit back and relax. We're going to bring you a few more cars this week from the BJCC in Birmingham. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Big Boys Toys. Tonight, your host Barry Miller will bring you the sleekest, trimmest automobiles from around the area that have been beautifully restored. If you love streamlined, full-force race cams, then this show is for you. So sit back, but don't get too relaxed. This is Big Boys Toys.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
First vehicle, Henry Bradford, a 2002 Cadillac Escalade. Henry, welcome to Big Boys Toys.
Nice to be here.
Tell me a little bit about this Escalade, except it looks like an airplane in that thing. Tell me about your truck, what all you got in it.
First of all, I have 4 TVs in it, 3 7.5s, one 15-inch.
15-inch TV, is that in the back?
In the back, yes, sir.
Now, where's the one you watch?
Up front.
You don't watch TV going down the road.
No, sir.
I tried to do that one time. You look back to the road's moving.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't watch while I'm driving.
You can go to a drive-in parked out there in the parking lot, can't you?
Yes.
All right, what else you done to the truck?
Well, I put 24-inch rims on it with a 6.5-inch lip, custom painted blue, which was originally green when I bought it. Factory, I put 4 sets of train horns on there just for the show and like car shows and like we're doing parades and stuff like that, you know.
Now, is them air or?
Yes, sir. Work by air. I have chrome air compressors, chrome air tanks is all up on the bottom. And you can see it like that. Custom interior, blue ostrich come out of Miami. My seats did in blue, and my headliner, all of it cut of leather and ostrich skin.
Hey, and what he's telling y'all is the leather's real nice, but we talking ostrich skin.
Ostrich skin, right.
And is it hard to keep that clean?
No, sir.
Go ahead. It's not hard to keep it clean?
No, sir.
Just because do you drive it every day?
I drive it every day. Most people don't believe that. I have 105,000 miles on it.
So you actually have to drive it if you got that many miles.
Right. It's really advertising for me, really, basically.
Now, what made you fix up the Escalade? What?
Well, I own a paint and body shop, and that's what I do. So, you know, that's the 3rd time I did that one, though.
So you've actually redone it 3 different times?
Yes.
And you painted the same color each and every time?
Different colors.
Different colors.
First time it was green when I originally bought it, and I had painted the bottom half silver. Then I went back and painted blue, light blue all over. Then the last time I went back and added a full body kit on it, and I made it 2-tone like it is now.
Yeah. So the 2-tone actually, you know, look, it kind of stands out.
Right.
Is this the only show you take it to? You take it to
No,
different
sir.
shows?
I kept regular car shows, kept the Nopi in Atlanta. We do regular, you know, shows, and we have a show at our shop also in Bessemer, Alabama, the 2nd weekend in August. You know,
And it's just
people bring
any
it.
kind of cars?
Yes, sir. Any kind of car, bike, truck, bicycles, whatever.
Don't make got wheels on it.
Got
bring it.
wheels on, bring it.
And you know, it's a lot of different stuff out here too. You see stuff that you don't normally see at a car show, but it's here.
Right, it's here.
Bicycles.
Yes.
I was looking at the little car the guy had, his old Matchbox car from 50 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And you wonder where they come up with that stuff, but you know, they still got it.
Yes.
Now the TVs, you got one all the way in the back. That's so when you're sitting still.
But when it's sitting still, then I got one when you're outside the truck, you can have the back hatch up. You can see I got TVs in the very back also with my stereo system at.
And is it run off satellite or?
Yes, it can run off satellite or just my regular stereo system.
Okay, but the DVD, you put DVDs in the
I
TV?
put DVDs in it. I can play regular movies, or I can run it through my satellite.
Run it to the satellite either one.
And I can get regular TV stations.
So you got all the comforts of home right there in that Cadillac.
Right in it.
Now, how long did it take you to do all? I know you've done it 3 times, but like getting ready for a show, all the cleaning that you've done on, I seen you work on it for 2 days when I was here. But getting it ready before you come, how long does it take?
It take me about 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks getting
Yes.
it ready.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't drive it every day.
No, I don't drive it every day until I bring it up
Yeah,
here.
you leave it parked
Leave it parked, right.
about 2 weeks so you can do all the work and get it ready.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, it's a good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you for
We'll be
having me.
right back. Best kept secret in Anniston, Alabama. Romine's Annistonian Restaurant, 1709 Noble Street, Anniston, right across Administration Building, has got that country lunch special each and every day, meat and vegetables. Sunday buffet, all you can eat from 11 to 4, only $6.99. They got catfish, they got steaks, they got fried chicken, barbecue. They're the home of the Off to the Bone barbecue. They got hamburgers, hot dogs, pork chops, you name it, they got it. Specialties in desserts, Black and Forest cake, pecan pie, cheesecake. They got it. They're the #1 location for German cuisine also. Stop by today. Tell them you want some of that great German food Barry Miller sent you by. Hey everybody, Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz. Let me tell you about the best wax I believe I've ever used in my life. It's called Hot Flash. It's put out by Professional Quality Detail Products. Karen and Fred's got a product they know is good. You've probably seen them at the World of Wheels. This wax goes on in the heat or the shade. It goes on easy, comes off easy. You can put it on paint. You can put it on chrome. You can put it on glass. You can put it on anything. Wax a car twice as quick as normal time. I mean, look at my vehicles. They're always shiny. That's because of Hot Flash. Give Fred or Karen a call today. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call. If you order 2 or more bottles, shipping is free. Call them today. You know, Piggly Wiggly, that's a name you've heard ever since you was a child. I've heard it since I was a child. It's a grocery store above all grocery stores. It has just about anything you want in the Piggly Wiggly stores. Go by the local Piggly Wiggly store in Odenville, Center, Cedar Bluff, Collinsville, and the brand new store down in Asheville, and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by, and you want to see how much money you can save on your grocery bill. They have a meat department and a fresh produce department in each and every store, fresh produce each and every day, and they cut their meat right there on their location. Tell them I sent you by. You know, Christmas is over. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and you want to buy that special piece of jewelry for that special person? Stinson and Howard Fine Jewelers, downtown Oxford, downtown Piedmont, and downtown Heflin is the place you need to go. They have gold, they have white gold, they have silver, they have diamonds, all types of diamonds, any kind of diamond you want, they got it right there. Watch repair, jewelry repair, they even make jewelry. They say if you can draw it, they can make it. Special Harley pieces on sale for Valentine's Day, so stop by Stinson's today, tell them I sent you by. Now, Hall Harley Davidson, right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road. They're your Harley Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith or George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Charles Harley Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. Looking for a classic car? Don't know where to look? I got the answer for you. Austin Hines Motors in Arab, Alabama. Austin has 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, Corvettes, any type of classic car you could want. He has it in one location. They have over 100 classic cars in stock. They also have cars that you can rebuild yourself and restore yourself right there at that location. He's also the largest wrecker and rollback dealer for this area. So call Austin today, 256-931-2277. Tell him I told you to call. Next vehicle, Kevin Stewart, a 1999 Suzuki, and he's going to tell what client, because I couldn't remember it all. Tell me about your bike, Kevin.
Well, we took it apart and totally customized it a year and a half ago. Wanted one different from everybody else's, so we custom painted it candy apple green with 2 sets of flames. We did silver overlaid with gold, did all the leather and deer hide, sent everything we could off to be chrome just to make it different.
And how long did it take to do them seats? Because that hide sure looks good. I've seen him back in Oxford riding this thing to a cruise in. I mean, a bike night.
Yeah, I ride, man. I built it to ride. It took 2.5 weeks for the guy to do them.
To get the seats.
After I got the deer hide, it took about 6 weeks to get the deer hides.
Now, who did your seats and all for you?
Tim Roswell.
Tim Roswell right there on 202 in Oxford. Now, your paint work and all that, you do it yourself?
No, Marty McCary out of Oxford did.
Marty's good. Marty can do.
Yes.
Marty's about the best around on flames.
Yeah.
I mean, Marty.
Well, I had prices of $1,700 to $5,500 for that paint job, and Marty did it for $800.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
No.
You got what, 2 fenders and a tank?
And the side plates, 2 side plates. So there's not a lot to it, but the way I wanted it done, doing 2 totally separate sets of flames. Everybody does one flame going into a different color. I wanted 2 totally separate sets. So it took him about 4 months to do the paint job because he kept redoing it. It wasn't to his perfection and looked good to me when I'd go down there. He said, "Nah, it's got a blemish," and he'd strip it and redo it. I think he stripped it and redid it 3 times.
And it takes a lot to strip that thing all the way back down and redo it again.
Yeah, and that, like I said, it looked perfect to me when I went down there. But he said, "Nah, it's got a little bitty spot right here. I ain't happy, so you ain't happy." So
now, what size motor's on this?
It's a 1500 LC Intruder. It's a factory motor, stock. We didn't do any changes to the motor. It's got Vance and Hines exhaust on it. It's the only thing.
Now, where's some of the places you go with the bike? I know you put it in shows and all. You actually ride this thing.
Oh, I ride it everywhere. I've been on up in Tennessee with it, all over. I mean, I'm probably going to take it to Daytona this year. But I built it to ride, not just to look at.
Right. And the Daytona show's always big.
Yeah.
A lot of them haul to Daytona, but that is a long ride.
Yeah. I'll probably trailer mine down there just because of rain or whatever, because if them deer hide seats get wet, they stay wet for about 2 days.
Yeah, they stay wet. You need an enclosed trailer. It's kind of hard to go here to Florida without getting something wet.
That's true.
Something's going to get wet. Anything else you want to do to it? Or?
I'm going to change the floorboards out and put chrome floorboards. And that's about it. I mean, everything else is done that I want to do to it. So.
Now, can you order them
Yeah.
like that, or you have to have them plated? Or?
No, I can order them. I just hadn't picked the design I want. I'm probably going to go with one that's got flames in them because of the flame engraving in the seats and all. I'm probably going to go with a flame one. So,
now, what do you think about the world of wheels and the bikes and all that's in here?
I love it. It's the first time I've put anything in here. Been here, I don't know how many times. First time I put anything in here, but I love it.
Well, we've come in the last few years in feminine. You got a wide selection, a little bit of everything out there.
Everything.
You got cars, trucks, four-wheelers,
Yeah.
you name it, it's sitting out there somewhere. And, it's different. Each people has different kinds of toys.
Yeah.
It could be a motorcycle, could be a truck, could be a little bit of anything.
Yeah, what I like about you go to these big car shows and everybody's nice.
You never meet a
everybody's
stranger,
nice.
really.
That's right. You don't. So.
Because if somebody wants to ask you how you done this or how you done that, what else you want to do and stuff like that. So you never meet a stranger.
Yeah, that's
Some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet.
Yeah, talk to you all day if you want to. So that's what I like about it. But
Now, is that a two-tone green or just?
it's candy apple green.
So the flames and all, he just blended them in because it looked like the paint just changes colors when you're looking at it, different areas.
It's cause the metallic in it and the candy, but it changes a little bit. But
A lot of people probably talk about the paint job.
Yeah.
The paint job.
I get more talk about the seats than the paint job because nobody else seen a bike with deer hide seats on it. And so, I mean, that's
seen a
why
lot of
we did
bikes.
it, to make it unique, So,
I've seen a lot of bikes and I don't remember it myself. I'll tell you what, good looking bike. Appreciate you being on the show.
I appreciate you having
We'll
me.
be right back with Big Boyz Toyz. Farmers and Merchants Bank. Farmers and Merchants Bank's got 4 locations to serve you: Piedmont, Anniston, Oxford, and downtown Jacksonville. 90 years of service. I tell you what, Farmers and Merchants Bank is the bank. You know, it's not like any other bank around. You can go in and they get your decision today. They make your decision on a loan or whatever you need right in that location. You have a personal banker that takes care of you right here. Don't have to send it to Birmingham, Charlotte, or anywhere. Go by one of the Farmers and Merchants Bank today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. You know, when someone smiles at you during the day, it kind of makes you feel great all over. Dr. Travis Phillips and his friendly staff right here in Oxford, Alabama says stop by their office and they'll help put that beautiful smile on your face. They have teeth whitening, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental hygienist, oral surgery, everything right here in Oxford, Alabama. He has full x-rays and partial x-rays that he does right in his office, and you'll find out right then what he needs to do. They got professional staff. They have a saying, go the extra mile for the beautiful smile. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. Time of year is when everybody's doing that touch-up on their vehicle, getting ready for next year. Well, I've got the place that has everything you need for any type of body repairs. Rosar Auto Paint Supply has the largest selection of pinstriping and molding in the area. They mix custom paint. They do custom paint matching. They have waxes, buffer pads. I mean everything. They're the largest auto paint distributor in Alabama with auto, industrial, and fleet paints. With 4 locations to serve you in Anniston, Birmingham, Coleman, and Tuscaloosa, there's a Rosar's close by. And with over 100 years of combined sales experience in their sales staff, they are simply the best. Stop by or call today and tell them I sent you by. Next vehicle, Andy and Karen Hardage, a 2004 Mustang. I've looked at a lot of cars in 2 days. Welcome to Big Boyz Toyz.
Thank you,
Karen,
sir.
welcome to Big Boy.
Nice to meet you.
Tell me a little bit about your Mustang.
It's a 2004 Mach 1. It's got the 4.6 liter engine with a 32 valves, the overhead cam. It's currently hadn't had any modifications done to it yet. We're contemplating putting a Vortex supercharger on it.
Oh, you're going to play with it now.
Got a nice paint job on it. We don't want to get out and drive it around and down the street and get it scratched, get little dings in it and stuff. But
Now, who come up with the paint scheme of this Mustang? You or her?
a friend of ours, his name is Keith Henry.
He's a great
Excellent airbrush artist, and he's the one that did the paint job on it. That was his little scheme he come up with. He had gone off to school, to airbrush school, I think in Arizona, maybe Nevada, I can't remember where, but he was there for a couple of weeks and came back, and that car was his first project.
How long did it take?
Well, he'd been doing it for a long time, but he just went there to get refined. There were some top airbrush artists at the school he went to.
Yeah, but when you go play, if you want to do flames, you got to go somewhere they're doing flames.
Anybody put flames on a car, but this where it looks actually like fire, that's not easy to do.
No, it's not. And
That's
that one kind of looks like fire when you walk by.
Right.
Now, where y'all from?
We're from Pelham, Alabama.
Pelham.
Mhm.
Now, y'all take it to the local cruise-ins and all, or you just go to the big car shows?
We went to the Mustang meet at Barber Motorsports in Birmingham there this past summer, and that's really the first one we've been in. And we almost put it in the show they had there, but we kind of backed out at the last minute. We hadn't never shown this is actually our first car show.
No. So
We did put it in the World Wheel, and we did put it in the Wings and Wheels at Shelby County Airport when they had the air show down there. They also have a car show.
Right. What else you want to do to the car? I know the interior now, is it mostly original, or you just modified it a little?
It's had all the billet accessories put on it, all the little billet aluminum knobs and turns and dials and everything on the dash and on the brake, and it's got the little Mustang, the little Mach 1, gear shifter and everything on it. And it's had all that, but other than that, the interior is pretty much stock.
So it actually comes the original black?
Right.
Yes.
It came black leather interior.
What made you pick the Mach 1?
The shaker hood scoop.
I love shaker hood scoops.
So it wasn't the car, it was the hood scoop.
Well, I just like that model body style with the hood scoop. Just seems to me to make the car. The shaker does. When I was a young teenager, one of my first
Wait a
cars.
minute, that wasn't long ago, son.
Long time ago.
No, that wasn't long ago.
But I had a
Let's
Ford-
talk when I was a teenager, then we can talk history. Okay. We ain't talking history about you now. You ain't that old.
Well, I'm 44.
You age good.
Well, I appreciate that.
You just like the hood ornaments.
Yeah, well, I had a Ford Torino Cobra when I was young, and I drove it for a couple of years and sold it and had the shaker hood scoop on it.
Now, what year was it?
It was a 71.
You know what it'd be worth today if you had that car?
Man, I don't even want to talk about it. I mean,
We have-
I still
Buy
kick
3 of them
myself.
Mustangs.
Yeah.
But we think, you never think about it. Think about some of the cars that we had when we was teenagers, that we would run them to death, keep them a year or two, get rid of them, and get something else.
And that's what I did with that. And at the time, I didn't realize how rare a car that was. Hindsight's 20/20, so make mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Make mistakes.
The rumble of the Mustang is absolutely awesome. That's probably another one of my favorites.
Yeah,
the way
no.
it sounds.
Yeah, it does have custom exhaust work on it.
It's like we was in here the other day when they bought that little Honda in, and I said, that ain't no Honda motor. And they ain't even opened the hood. I heard them driving in, and me and the other guy sitting there betting. Is it a Ford or Chevrolet? I said, that's a Chevrolet 350. I can hear it. you can just hear it making that noise, and you know what it is.
Right.
So what else you want to do to it? Anything particular?
We thought about putting, what was that thing in the engine?
We're contemplating putting a supercharger on it, but we won't drive it much. Just something to have an accessory to it.
Just another toy.
Just another toy.
We're new.
And we don't drive it much.
We just begun playing.
You watch Big Boyz Toys? Watch it on Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock, and that way you can see what people are doing to it.
I'll watch it. Actually, I'm usually up and doing something, but I'm going to take time to watch it.
Somebody said, do you watch it on Saturday morning? I said, no, I'm usually at a car show somewhere, and I know what I said.
Right.
Why do you have to watch it?
Good looking, Big. Appreciate you being on the show.
I appreciate
you coming up. We'll be right back. You know, 90% of most homeowners don't know they have a pest or termite problem until they have a very expensive repair bill. Why not let the professional staff at Rice Pest Control inspect your home before it happens? With 50 years of experience in Northeast Alabama and with their free termite inspection for new customers, don't you think it's better to be safe than sorry? Call Tracy Rice today or one of his sales staff. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey, if you mention Big Boyz Toys, you get 50% off your first initial service. So call them today at 1-800-850-4661. Triplet Paint and Decorating right here on Wilmer Avenue in Anniston is your home improvement headquarters for this area. They have DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints that go on good and look great once they're on. They also have all the materials needed to do that special job around the house. Carpets, they carry Shaw and Mohawk. Hardwood floors by Robin, so everything is in one location. Remember, DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints are used by professionals all over the United States, and it's one of the best on the market. Stop by today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to stop by. American Income Tax Service. They have electronic filing. They do individual and business tax filing. They have all the necessary paperwork right there. They do anticipation and refund loans right there at the American Income Tax Services. They have offices in Anniston, Gadsden, Gunnersville, Collinsville, Rainbow City, and Attala. They do all tax services right there in one place. Contact any of the associates at American Income Tax. Tell them you heard their ad on Big Boyz Toys and you'd like them to fill out your taxes. Auto Unlimited in Moody and Pell City is your #1 headquarters for most any type of add-ons to your vehicle. From the famous Flowmaster exhaust system to wheels, tires, anything that will make that vehicle catch everyone's eye. They do custom upholstery, painting, and classic car restoration. So from bumper to bumper, John and his staff can make that old clunker look like a brand new vehicle. Stop by or call in today and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. This day and time, a person's vehicle is their pride and joy, and when you want to add special accessories to that pride and joy, I know the place you need to go. Cutting Edge Auto Performance on Hammock Drive in Oxford is a one-stop headquarters for all these accessories. They carry JVC, Power Base, and Kenwood, and can order any stereo brand that's out there on the market. They also have performance parts for trucks such as toolboxes, grills, tunnel covers, and bed liners. Window tinting, they're #1 in this area on window tinting. They also install remote starts and alarms for all vehicles. Hey, and the great part is professional installation on everything they sell. Stop by their showroom today or call them and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. Oxford Picture Framing, 919 Snow Street right here in Oxford, Alabama is your #1 location for that special framing of anything that is dear and special to you. With over 1,000 frames, anything that can be framed, she can frame it. From graduations, weddings, to the new arrival to the family, she's the one to take it to. They can preserve and seal most any type of items for the special shadow boxes that will stay like new for years to come. Stop by or call Allison today at 835-2780 and tell you heard about her on Big Boyz Toys. Ray City Diner, exit 168 off of I-20 on Highway 77 right there in Lincoln, Alabama. Best steaks around. I tell you what, Wanda McKeag and her staff have great food in this restaurant. They are open 24 hours a day, breakfast served 24 hours a day. Each and every week, steak special. You guys working down in that area, she has lunch specials each and every day. Also, now through October, bike night every Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. You guys bring the bikes out, listen to music, enjoy the great food. We'll see you at Race City down in Lincoln, Alabama. Next vehicle, Steve Jones, 1967 Corvette. Steve, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. Tell me about your Corvette, Steve.
Well, it's a matching number car. I bought it, or they got through with it about a year ago. Philip Smith from Corbin, Kentucky, off-framed the car. It's a matching number car. We've enjoyed it. We don't really drive it. We just show it. But it's a power steering, brakes, power windows, telescopic wheel, and air conditioned car.
Is it automatic or four?
No, it's 4-speed.
4-speed.
Yeah.
Now, where'd you find it? Around here or up in Kentucky?
No, I found it in Corbin, Kentucky. I was at a show and got to talking with Philip Smith, the one that built the car, and just got to talking to him. And after about 3 months, I was able to purchase the car.
So he was actually working on it already, getting it ready?
Yeah, he was already building it.
And why did you pick the Corvette?
Well,
I know why you picked the color, because all Corvettes should be red.
Yeah, they got
I got a book at home that says all Corvettes are red.
Yep, they got to be red.
I got a yellow one. I got a red one, but I got a yellow one too.
Well, when I was a teenager, I always said I wanted a convertible car and I wanted a red Corvette if I had a convertible. And so with me and my wife was fortunate enough to find this one. It had about 30,000 miles on it before it was all framed. It's got about 1,100 on it now.
It's pretty bad, you know, when we're teenagers, we want Corvettes and we have to wait till we get our kids grown, get gray-headed, and get us a convertible to ride around in.
And then spend their inheritance and buy it.
Yeah, I mean, just tell them, well, if we die, you know, if I die tomorrow, my wife's going to get the car. So you got to wait till she goes before you even think about selling it. Because they ain't going to keep it, they're going to sell it. But you got to wait till you get, I mean, how many cars did we have when we got married? You had to get rid of them. You had to go get a station wagon. If you didn't get a station wagon, you had to get a pickup. In Alabama, get a little pickup truck.
You got to have a pickup sitting in the yard, and if you don't use it, you got to have.
And a Corvette, you couldn't have kids because you couldn't have them in the car because they know it ain't 2 seat belts, they ain't 2 seats.
Yeah, I could have bought one back in '74 for about, I believe it was 66 model for $1,200. But I had a '69 Super Sport Chevelle that I couldn't sell quick enough. I finally sold it for $1,600, and it's a very nice car, and which the Corvette was already gone by then. I waited and bought a new Super Sport Chevelle in '73, and I paid $41.50 for it. And if I'd have had the '69, or if I'd went ahead and bought the '66 Corvette, I believe I'd have had a little bit better return.
You'd have had a whole lot return on your money today.
Yeah, without a doubt.
A whole lot different. And you know, '73 was okay, but it didn't have the selling power the '69 or the Corvette had.
It didn't. And like I said, I wanted a convertible, and I wanted a red, and I wanted a Corvette, and never dreamed to have one nice enough, especially to be here at the World of Wheels. I'm very fortunate.
That thing is nice, and you know, there's a lot of new vets here, not a lot of the old vets in here this time.
No, they're not. I went to Bowling Green to the Corvette show back a few months ago, and I was really surprised that they weren't as many the older ones there. You know, I would have figured.
Most of them are going to the big NCRS meetings here, there, and all, and like they got that show in Atlanta this weekend, you know, at the same time. So, and you got sometimes you go to this just like the Mid-Alabama Corvette Clubs has a show each year, just Corvettes. Yeah. That's all there, is Corvettes, and you'll see a lot of the old ones. But unless you go to just a strictly Corvette show, you won't see a lot of the old ones.
No, and that's the one I'm most interested in. In the '67 to me is the year to have. So I'm very proud of what I got.
What else you want to do to it? Anything?
Probably not.